Hello. Let me see if we are on live. I want to see if we're on live. I hope we are. Um, okay, it does appear like we are live. So that's wonderful to know. It really is. And I've seen what appears to be a UFO in the sky right next to the hospital in Colorado. Let me turn this to right here because I'm going to come over here, you all. I'm going to check this out. Hello, Applebrooks, honey. Hello, everyone. Well, it may be not a UFO. Well, this is strange because of this very picture that you're looking at right here. I've seen these types of UFOs. I have. In fact, looking at it, it looks very, very familiar. I've seen them in the skies, and they don't cause havoc. Okay, they don't. I've seen them in the clouds. And this is a very interesting photo, and you can see it's outside by a Colorado hospital. And it's really, really interesting. Yeah, Happy New Year, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you can hear me. Can you hear me? Okay, you all can hear me. I want to go over to, I want to go to that picture. I want to show you that picture right here. So if we come to this screen right here, it literally is just sitting right here. Just like that. And this is what it looks like right here. And you can see that if it were a drone, it would have a different shape or whatever dimensions, but it's what gets me is the light points in it right here. The light points that are in this picture. See it like this? Like right here. You can see it. It's like it's three. It's 1, 2, 3. It literally looks like 3 levels, and I really do think it could quite possibly be a UFO. And others may not think so, but I happen to think it really does look like a UFO to me. I'm going to take you over here to this right here. Let me get this right here, you all. So what happened was I was right here. This article showed up just like this. Let me see if I can get to the top of this right here. It was showing this fire right here. Let me I got one more screen to go to see where I think maybe I did it right here. I can't really remember for sure. Let's see if we can get to it. I think that they have
From our understanding, all the catastrophic damage that we have been seeing throughout tonight comes from the Marshall Fire, but obviously popping up in different parts of Boulder County and not a direct fire line, so to say.
Just doing some of the geography, Joshua Short.
Okay, so we can see that. I wanted to get to that very article. Are they going to let me get back to it, where it was? Because I wanted to try to see when did the fires start. Oh no, it's not going to show it right here, but that's okay. I think it was down here in these pictures, if it ain't already disappeared, and I think it probably is already disappeared. Look at that. So right there it was right here. So it says the evacuation centers are open for those needing a spot. So it's the YMCA of Northern California or something like this. The Avista Adventist Hospital to stay closed while crews assess the smoke. And this was one of the images that was taken from the top of the hospital. And I thought, what is that doing up there? That's what I thought. What is that doing up there? And notice that it's on this side right here of the hospital. It's on the side where the wildfires are not at. And it just so happened to be that they went ahead and evacuated the hospital because they did not want the fire to make its way to the hospital and people get trapped. And then it looks like to me there's this UFO that is sitting up there in the sky. You know how at times they've seen UFOs around power plants, hovering over them and stuff like that, and like stopping things from happening? I think this is probably the case. I really do, you all. This is the picture right here, the Avista Adventist Hospital. And when you go to like read the full article, I'm not going to show that, you all. I'm not. Leave it right there. I want you to see through the pictures. This is. Can we make this bigger? I want to make it bigger. Yeah, we can make it bigger for you all to see. I just want it big enough so we can click through the arrows, but yet, shoot, Gina, honey, you all, I'm just having I need to shrink this screen down because this screen has just got too big for me. It's too big for me. No, no. Can you please shrink in yourself? I can't shrink that screen down. Okay, well, we're just going to look at it like this. So here it is right here. It's on the top of this hospital, right up here at the top. You can see it. I guess they're going through the filters and stuff. They're changing all the filters because they got full of smoke. Okay, we can see that right there. And they don't want to take any chances at all. They don't. They do not want to take any chances, but this person is in here. And now they're outside on top of the roof taking their pictures. Let's see if we can get to it again. And right there on top of the very roof, up here in the sky, that is a UFO. And you may say, Gina, honey, that ain't a UFO. Well, I really think it is a UFO. I've also seen these UFOs on the sun itself, you know, inside the sun where the plasma's at. I've seen these types of UFOs. I've seen these types in my pictures too. I have. I think they are real. I think these UFOs are real. And you know, something else I wanted to show you, and thank you for tuning in. Let's see what's going on here. Donna, honey, thank you so much. Yeah. So, let me look at this. Yeah, so yeah, somebody, you all, if you, let me pause. If you don't like what I share and you don't want to hear what I have to say, then you can watch what you say, okay? Please be respectful, okay? You can be respectful. If you've got love inside of you, you can. I promise you, it might take a lot of effort for some to let that love come out, but you can be respectful and kind and loving. It's really a wonderful place to be within your being when you have love inside of here for your fellow brothers and sisters. Okay. Yeah. Alrighty. So yeah, thank you all. Thank you, Gina, honey. Y'all, let me try to get back here where I was talking about this UFO. So we're talking about these UFOs, and this is in the sky, right here in the sky, in Colorado. And if I can shrink this down, I need to learn how. I got to shrink this thing down, you all. I need to get myself out of this great big thing that I literally got pushed up. So there it is right there at the hospital when they shrunk it down. So then I thought, the Colorado fires, and I thought, well, look at this picture right here. This is a rather peculiar looking picture. If you look right here on this corner, why does the corner of this picture have these in it? And it's only right here on the edge of this cloud, only right here on the edge of this cloud. These rippled like lines are right here. The rippled like lines, and you know, if we were to take a screenshot, which I already did, I took a screenshot of that cloud. Let me see what I did with it down here, you all. I want to see what I did with that screenshot. I want to show you if we come in here, and we can do this because I think that this is not a normal looking cloud at all. I don't think it's a camera effect. I really don't. If you can see it right here. Right there in that area, I really don't think it's a... And these aren't, these clouds look rather strange, but this right here, that doesn't look normal because the lines only appear in this layer of cloud right here. This is the only section of cloud. It's not here on this part of the cloud. It's not right here. It's only right there. So why is that there? It looks totally out of place. It does. It looks totally out of place. Happy New Year. And thank you all so much for coming on here. So Happy New Year. So you can, you know, I was sitting here looking at these, and it is interesting. It's very, very interesting. Now, I don't know what these are. It's probably, I hope that these are, oh, these are zigzaggities. They are I wonder if, I don't know what that is, if it's rain or sparks or something else in the sky there. You know, it's neat to go look at the pictures, because you know you could quite possibly, and see, look at this thing going straight up. You all, I'm telling you, no. They call that, what do they call that, you all? They called this a fire whirl caught on video. Oh my gosh, caught on video, you all. That is, we got to look at that. Well, no, somebody caught it on video. I'd like to look at that. I really would love to look at that, because that could, look what they did. Look at that. Page not found. You know why? They didn't want somebody to see that. So you look at that, you all. Watch this. Fire wheel. Whoa. That should send alarm bells. The alarm bell should be going off. Okay. That right there. They literally, oh my gosh, how did I just click out of that completely? I did not want to click out of that completely, you all. It made me click out of it completely. Now, how did that happen? How did I get clicked out of that completely? Oh my gosh. Right there. So right there, look at that. That is not natural. That is not natural, you all, at all. Not at all. So I think there's a lot of strange things here. And somebody compared this to paradise. You know what happened there in paradise? They did. And it's rather strange. But that's okay. And here you can see a normal, like helicopter or airplane just dropping off some fire retardant. It looks pretty neat looking. I love those colors. I really do. Those colors look pretty cool. What is on the front of those? Are you all seeing what's on the front of those? Look at that. What are those things? These black things. And you ever seen that? I've never seen anything like that before, but it's really interesting. So I'm supposed to be talking about this UFO that is over here in Colorado, but I'm just trying to see if I see any other UFOs that have shown up in these pictures. And you know that there are benevolent beings, you all. If you're watching this, I want you to know that there are benevolent beings out there. There are angelic beings. There are beings from higher realms that are fighting alongside of humanity. I want you to know that we do not fight this battle alone on earth. We're not alone. We never have been. And they intervene when they feel they need to. Okay, they do. And I really do think that that is a benevolent UFO that belongs to the benevolent beings. Okay. And I don't happen to feel that all UFOs are demonic. I don't feel that. I don't like labels. I do not like labels at all. Okay, because it's not fair. It's not fair to label anything. But that right there, that picture in itself, that is a UFO. Let me get back over here, you all. I can't watch all the comment section. I can't. But I want to try, but I can't. But that's all right. That's all right, you all. So, you know, there's so many pictures out here. There's so many pictures. You could go through and you could look, and it doesn't really look natural. It doesn't, but that's okay. It's all right, you all. At least here's one thing to be thankful for. At least we have technology. At least we have the internet. At least we have social media where we can view these things. We do. We have it. Yeah, hello. Hello. I wanted to look at this. Look at this. I guess that's the moon. They said that this fire started around 11 a.m. It started around 11 a.m., I guess on Thursday. Is that when they said the fire started? And there was something strange. There was something strange I saw on the iswa.gsfc.nasa.gov. And it just so happens to be this right here. You can see this is at 1430. Look at the pattern that's coming out of the sun. Look at it. It's got these like triangles and stuff that were moving around in it. You can see the timestamp right here. But look at this. At 1354, it's not there. It's not there at all. Even if we go back to here, it's not there. It only shows up around. There's also like this great big massive ship. But it only shows up, and I apologize for the blinking, you all. You just let me put it back here. It only shows up at around that timestamp where that whatever it is coming out of the sun, that little path thing. It shows up just like that. You see that how it happens? Right there around 1430, and boom, it just stays there. We can come to here, and it's there. It's there the whole entire time, and it's still here. There's a lot of activity going on in the skies, but I've not seen this pattern before. I have not seen it at all on this ISWA, and I thought, well, I want to know what time that pattern started, but it started around 2:30. That's when it started, around 2:30. I think. Let me look, you all. We're going to look again, and I'm thinking, is there any correlation as to that, because it never moves, and I'm thinking, why is it there? Is there something else going on? Is there something else playing on behind the scenes? Yeah, they say that the sun is a doorway, and the sun is a portal or something like that. They do, but this right here, look at that. I like to think that this right here positioned itself in front of this hospital. I really do. And watching, because I don't think that, if there's other beings, do we like to see, even humans, let's think about this, even humans, if we see animals in danger, okay, we will do our best to get those animals out of harm's way. We will. And like the whales that beach up on the beach, people go down there, they want to try to rescue. See, and they don't look like us, but we will gladly step up and try our best to protect. We will. We will try our best to protect one another. And I think the same can be said of certain interdimensional beings, UFOs, and all of that. I really do. Now, there are malevolent ones, there really are, who like to pretend to be good. But when I saw that, I thought, well, it's right there in front of the hospital. Okay, right there where that fire is. That's what I feel right there in my spirit. I really do. So, and then I was looking at UFOs near power plants. You see like this over the Fukushima, right there. And I think that see, and now look at these like little. The white ones, I don't think that this is a real UFO, although it could be right here in this one. No, right here. It could be. It may not be. But yeah, there's just so much going on. And see, look at these. These are like those white lights that people see in the sky also. What is this one? A UFO by a power plant here. So I don't really have too much more to say. I really just wanted to emphasize that UFO that was in the sky right there in front of that hospital. And I'm looking at some of the pictures of these UFOs right here. Now see, I see these daily if I want to. And these are almost like the type that was in front of that hospital. If you were to look at these, they kind of have the pattern there. They do. And you notice the multicolored part of them. I don't think they want our world destroyed. I really do not think they want our world destroyed at all. I don't. Let me put this back to me, you all. I'm going to do this. So if you're just tuning in, this is in front of the hospital right here. In front of the Avista Adventist Hospital. It's going to stay closed while crews assess the smoke damage. So I guess they evacuated the people beforehand because they did not want them to be in the way of danger, is what I think. Yeah. Oh, you all, is it Advent month? Is it really? I don't keep track of that. I really don't. They wanted to, look at this. This hospital barely escaped a catastrophic explosion. Barely escaped it from the fire's approach. So just think that catastrophic explosion. The video recorded from the hospital roof shows that the fire and its billowing clouds of smoke was approaching on the north side of the hospital. So to return hours later and find no significant damage is truly a miracle. Do you all hear that? On Thursday, to return and hours later and find no significant damage is a miracle. You know, they're telling you a miracle occurred. And you know, there's people who don't believe in miracles. I believe in miracles. I really do. And just look at this. Could that have something to do with it? Could it? Could have. Quite possibly. It really could have. Which is, I like to think that it did. I really do. I like to think that that played a role. I really do. I like to look at the bright side of things because it really could have went up poof. So yeah, that's right, you all. The cars melted down the street where there was no fire. That's right, Carrie. That's right. And you know what? Who's to say that this is not in God's army too? Who's to say that? Who is to say that it's not the white UFO looking ship? You can call it a light ship. You could call it a light ship, is what you could call it. Yeah, a kind statement. A kind statement, yeah. If I can find a UFO on here really fast, like a light ship or something, I'm going to show that you all because I think it is important. There are light ships in the sky. Okay, there are. There's light ships, there's plasma ships, there's all kinds of ships. I'm really about wore myself out because I went on the Facebook Live and I was pushing that button to bring people on there. Not only 4 people wanted to come on there, you all, to talk, and it was over an hour. I think I drained myself, but it's okay. I can drain myself. I can. It doesn't matter, I guess. I did it. I did it anyway, you all. Let me show you this right here. So look at this. You see this picture right here. This is it came from my pictures. It kind of looked like the Starship Enterprise that I had taken, and this is in the Edge Detect. Look at the shape of that ship. It's like a light ship right there. You may say, Gina, you didn't take it. Oh, I did take it. I promise you I took it. It's a very unique photo. It was very unique. And those light ships are out there. They're out there. And just because some people can't see them doesn't mean that they don't exist. Okay, they do exist. A lot of ships exist. Wait a second. This right here, this is great. So let me show you this. So let me see if I can get over here, you all. if I can. I want to, but I may not be able to. That's all right, you. I don't have to get over there. I know I'm just talking, but that's okay. Let me talk about that sun. This is what I wanted to show you yesterday, and I couldn't find it. This sun, you can see the wrinkles around this right here. It's quite evident, wrinkles. And I have this one theory that this sun right here is a gigantic being. And all of these other donut-looking UFOs, organic, I don't think they're solid metal or anything like that. I think they're beings. They are clustered all around it. They literally gather all around it. And look at this, how it's like in the center right there. I think that they are a replica of the massive being. That's one of my theories, because of all these, the ripples around it. I do. And it may sound strange to some, but I'm serious. I am. I'm being very serious. That's one theory I have. And I've actually, when I've taken photos with my camera up near the sun, and you don't want to leave your camera up there too long, I would see the round like this, totally round like that. And as they go through the air, they kind of look like orbs. They're round. They literally, this is the only way I can explain it, is if you would fold a tortilla in half. That's how they fly. They were literally, they were flat, and then they bend down and then up. It's like they had wings. Their body was their wings. And that's how they move in the air. They move just like that. They flap in the air. And it may sound strange, but I'm very serious. That's how it was moving in the air. And I think that these right here, so you can see more of them clustered around the sun. They're up there, you all. They don't want you to know about them, but they are up there all around the sun. This particular product, they don't show it anymore at all. They don't show it. And that's what I was trying to say yesterday. They're all clustered all around it. And there's something to this. That's when somebody said, you know, it looks like they're firing. They're trying to kill the sun. So then, you know, if they're trying to kill the sun, then the sun could be a living being. And they don't like that living being. And you know how Mr. You-know-who wants to block the sunlight, block the sun. Why you want to block the sun? We want to see the light. We want to see the light. Okay, so, but this is what's up there. This is what's up there in the sky, and you really can't see it that well because they hide it all the time. That's what I want to say right there. All of this right here. And I hope that there's no scary beings inside there. I really hope that there isn't, but you know, you never know. You really don't know. Let me get back over here. So yeah, this is what I wanted to show you yesterday. I think that when NASA puts that thing in front of it, they just cover up this because, you know, what if it's a great big portal with these ripples in it, and just this is the way in the distance. That's why you see this light, because it's like a great big old portal that like literally goes like that, and things come out of it, but these guard the entrance to it. Perhaps, you know, that right there. Yeah. So I'm not going to be on here much longer. I'm getting ready to get off. And I drained myself earlier, but that's okay. It's worth it. It's worth it. We've got this UFO that was in front of this hospital, and they said it was a miracle that there was no damage to the hospital when they came back hours later, left untouched. You know that they have the ability, technology far beyond us, to keep things from happening. They can interfere anytime they want. Okay, they can. They could put up an invisible barrier and blunk. And you know, they can be benevolent beings, okay, belonging to the light. Okay, they can. So I'm going to turn this back to me, and I see you all on here. I do. And I want to say, hope you have a wonderful new year. If it's already New Year, well, we haven't rung ours in yet. I'll probably be asleep. Probably be asleep before the new year gets here. Yeah. Let me come back over here. I'm going to put myself right here, you all. I am going to go, and I want to thank you all for coming on here. Yeah, this ain't too long of a video, so that's all right. It is all right. I'm going to go, and I just want to thank you, and thank you, moderators. Yeah. So with that being said, let me put that to me, you all. I wore myself out earlier. With that being said, hello wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and Happy New Year, if it's not New Year's where you're at yet. I'm looking forward to an exciting 2022, and I hope that it changes for the better. I truly do. And if it doesn't, I pray that we have all the strength that we need inside of here to help us endure. Okay, I really do. Endure to our journey's end. The middle of this 2022 is my 4 years, around a few months afterward. Anywhere from June of 2022 to a few months afterward was my 4 years, when the 3 individuals who came down in a beam of light told me it's only going to be 4 years. And so yeah, it's been a fast 3.5 years, and extremely fast. It seems like time has literally flown by for me. So it's exciting to see what's going to happen. It really is. And I hope there's good. Well, there is good that wins out in the end. That's the good thing. In the end, everything will be made right. So have a wonderful rest of your day. Love you.